Hey, light workers and lurkers. This is Drayana Hathor, and today I want to talk about the new Earth. If you've ever heard people talking about the new Earth and how Earth's vibration is raising, it's coming into a higher vibration. I've heard people talk about how we're going from the 3D to the 5D reality on Earth. I've heard a lot of different things about the new Earth, and I want to explain to you what it really means. So, the new Earth is essentially the best way I can explain it. I'm trying to simplify it, like break it down simply, because that's a lot of people that are spiritualists or astrologers or whatever you want to call them, like they make stuff so difficult to understand when the stuff that you are meant to know, the information that you're meant to be awakened to, is easy enough for a child to understand. So I'm trying to break it down where so anybody can understand what I'm saying. I'm going to try to break it down from beginning to end. So I want to start with the pandemic. That's when the shift really started to be noticeable. So during the pandemic, if you were into tarot, when you stayed home during the pandemic, was on YouTube and getting all kind of information, you might have noticed like the surge of tarot readers starting YouTube channels. Now there were some on there, but it was like an influx of tarot readers that started YouTube channels. And most of the channels are karmic channels with karmic tarot readers. So I noticed that during the pandemic, a lot of people started spiritually awakening. So when people spiritually awaken, you have karmic people that spiritually awaken as well. But I call it them being activated because they're activated to start playing their role in what's supposed to happen, in the story per se. So a lot of karmics were activated and started tarot channels to start playing their role in the unfolding of, the influx of awakenings. I'll say that. So a lot of people were awakening and going to YouTube and watching tarot, and the world is shifting. We're in the age of Aquarius, so we were going into it. So yeah, people were awakening, and karmics were being activated so they had to play their karmic roles. So from that point, a lot of information started coming out, and a lot of the information was karmic information because if you really think about it, if if karmics pretty much know that people at the light and divine beings are being awakened, they're going to try to put out as much information as they can to lie and confuse people. Because you're like brand new, you're freshly awakened, you're freshly seeing the world in a new lens because we're in, like I said, the age of Aquarius. So the world is shifting into coming out of religion and people actually are being awakened and knowing why they're here. So that's one thing, all that the false information being put out there because they know that people are awakening. They know that people that are higher than them in the spiritual hierarchy are awakening. So they'll try to confuse you and give you false information to take you off path, so that you won't be able to step into what you're supposed to be doing, or at least follow your intuition on what you should be doing once awakening. But another thing that I noticed is so that's that right there in itself is spiritual warfare. Okay. And then I've noticed a lot of them just doing all kind of, karmic stuff to people, outside of just being manipulative, like more serious things like witchcraft and spell work and all that kind of stuff. And it's not just the tarot readers, it's people that are in your immediate life as well. Like it's like a ripple effect. So it's the same as people are awakening, like people of the light and divine beings are awakening, karmics are being activated. But them being activated is not necessarily a bad thing. Them being activated is essentially a test to see how they're going to react to being activated. Like what are they going to do? And a lot of them do what's expected of karmics to do. But the thing is, with the new earth and people saying that the vibration is raising and everybody is not going to be able to raise their vibration, and the people that are low vibrational are going to get left behind. The thing about that is the karmics that were activated, that did karmic things instead of, doing what they were supposed to do, or maybe they were supposed to do karmic things, whatever. But the karmics that were tested and reacted in a malicious karmic-y way are the ones being left behind. And how they're being left behind is that they are essentially not living any more lifetimes once their lifetime is over. Once this lifetime is over, they will be in purgatory. This is for karmics that did spiritual warfare on others to try to halt others' ascension, trying to blur their vision during their awakening. So they are being basically filtered out of the population of Earth, and they'll be in the spirit realm once they finish their lifetime. So you have a lot of karmics that are walking around that are basically zombies. They're the walking dead. Once this lifetime is over for them, they will not be coming back. So now you are going to have people that are you'll still have karmics, but they won't be as malicious. They won't be as evil. They won't be as dark. And you'll still have them, but it'll be far less, and it'll be mostly people of light, and mostly people of light on the planet, and you'll have divine beings here as well. So yeah, the karmics are being phased out of this planet. So that's why the term vibration is being raised, because it's not going to be so many low vibrational, like super low, super dark, super karmic people on this planet anymore. Once they're finished living their lifetimes, they're done. They won't be coming back, and they won't be replaced. So Earth is going to be a much better place once they're phased out. That's the shift that's happening amongst other shifts. So that's a part of the shift that's happening on Earth. So these karmics are walking around not knowing that they will not be able to live any more lifetimes. Like, they will be in the spirit realm for the rest of their existence. They will not live any more lifetimes. Hence why I call them zombies, aka the walking dead. And I've had some throw magic at me. I've had plenty since my awakening. And another thing I like to say is the ones who did it to people of the light and divine beings, they pay the harshest price, because it's like, I can compare it to, because of our spiritual ranking and because we're of the light and we're good people, like the karma for trying to harm us, trying to even take us out. I've had them try to take me out, plain and simple. I've had them send demons to me and all kinds of stuff, but the karma for that is it's like no turning back. Like, that's like basically signing your life over, like forfeiting your life by trying to do that to a person of light, and trying to do it to a divine being. It's like yeah, you're done. So you're done. So yeah, it's kind of like, I can compare it to someone, like when it comes to people that like someone trying to, someone harming or trying to harm a police officer, like a public official or something like that. And then if people that try to do it to a divine being, I can compare it to trying to assassinate a president. People that try to assassinate presidents don't live to talk about it. It's that serious when it comes to universal and spiritual law. And these karmics are so used to dealing with other karmics that they usually don't even know. They usually don't even know that you are I know they didn't know that I was a divine being. They thought I was one of them. But they might know people with a light or other light. But me in particular, I'm kind of unique, being a divine being. So they kind of confuse me because of my personality and how outspoken I am and violent and all that kind of cool jazz. They confuse me as being karmic. So I've had quite a few of them try to take me out. Try to take me out. But that's what it means. The new earth is going to be an earth with no violent, extremely dark karmic souls. Like, they're gone. They're being phased out. Of course, it's going to take time, because each of them have to have a certain amount of time, to live or whatever. But it's going to be phased out rather quickly. Lifetimes usually are not that long, and most of them are already full-grown adults. So yeah, they're being phased out. For when it's time for them to go, they're done. But that's what that means. So once they're gone, the vibration will be higher, because there won't be any extremely low vibe people on the planet anymore, and that's going to be a great shift. So, believe it or not, it's true. If you've had an awakening, you pretty much mind should be open enough to be able to accept what I'm saying, to grasp what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I suggest you prepare for one, because everybody's going to have one. So brace yourself. And I think that's it. That's all I want to talk about when it pertains to that. And I'll talk to you guys another time. Okay, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.